Hello, wizards, witches, and everyone in between. My name is Emma, and today I will be doing the Happy List book tag. So I was tagged to do this by Avery from Avery Loves Books, and I will link her channel down below as well as the original creator. So this tag is so cute. So let's just jump right in. Alright, so number 1, a book you can always go back to and feel happy. So for this, I mean, there's obvious choices like Mockingjay, Harry Potter, things like that, but another, I think, less obvious one, and one I haven't talked about on here before, is The BFG by Roald Dahl. The BFG was just one of my favorite books when I was little. My parents read it to me, and then I've read it on my own, and it's just so cute and happy. So this follows Sophie, who is a little girl in London, and one night she is like captured by this giant, the BFG, who is the big friendly giant, and he takes her away to his land and they go on these adventures, and she tries to help him out because he has like a conflict with the less friendly giants, and it's just so sweet and cute and one of my favorite children's stories. Okay, number 2 is Your Standums, aka your number 1 joy-filled fandom or fandoms. I feel like the older I get, the less like invested I am in different fandoms, but I'm obviously a huge Harry Potter fan. I have a lot of Harry Potter stuff. I love Harry Potter. So I definitely think that's probably my favorite fandom, although I do kind of wish people would, and J.K. Rowling would, acknowledge that Harry Potter, like, it's done. We're done. No new information needs to be released about characters. Fantastic Beasts is fine, I guess. I personally don't care that much for it, but just the OG Harry Potter, like, I'm here for that. The little bits of the Hunger Games fandom that still exist, I'm here for that. Game of Thrones, TV show-wise, like that fandom, I love that, but I guess Harry Potter would be my main one, but I still, like, I feel like in high school I was, you guys, I'm so dumb, I'm obsessed with Disney 100%. Part of and invested a lot more in fandoms. Okay, number 3, type of book cover you'll always pick up in a store. So typically it would be like illustrated, like drawing ones, kind of like Sadie here, but another one, and I don't think I've talked about this before, almost anything with Marilyn Monroe on the cover, I will pick it up. I found out like 5 or 6 years ago that I am distantly related to her, and I hadn't really ever paid that much attention to her before then, but then that made me interested in her, so I've since watched a bunch of movies, I've read a bunch of books about her, and I love her. So if I do happen to see a book, like there's some biographies written about her that aren't that great, and I don't feel like I need to read a bunch of biographies because they all basically say the same thing, but there's like different like books people have written who, like a book by a photographer that worked with her a lot, or a book by a friend she had, or there's like a book I have, I'm just too lazy to get it right now, but it's like the Marilyn Monroe like archives, like a bunch of scans of a bunch of documents of hers, or like scripts or pictures or just memorabilia. So I'm very into Marilyn Monroe, so if I see her on the cover of something, I always at least read the back of it. Alright, number 4, a book trope you love. I think for me, the one that I always am excited for is the chosen one trope. I know some people get really annoyed with it, but I really like it. And it's always like, usually it's a character who doesn't think that they can do it and doesn't think that they have what it takes to do whatever this thing is, and then they realize that they're the chosen one and they kind of have to do it, and so you get to see them discover that they can do more than they ever thought they could, and to me, I just find that really interesting and inspirational, and most of my favorite books have that trope in it. Number 5, an anticipated release that makes you happy when you think about it. For this, I think I'm gonna have to go, and this might actually be out by the time this video goes up, but If Only by Melanie Murphy. I have been watching her on YouTube for as long as I can remember, and I'm so excited because I've heard her talk about it in videos for so long, and I can't wait to get it and support her and read it, and I'm excited. I hope it's good. Number 6, an author whose full canon of books you love. I think for me, the only one that isn't like, I'm trying to pick books that aren't like obvious choices for me. The only one that I can think of would be Virginia Woolf. I mentioned in my classics video, but I have read almost everything by her. I just need to get my hands on Orlando. And she's a queen. She is so, her writing is so beautiful and poetic, and you just want to get it tattooed on your body. We stan. She's everything. Number 7 is your coziest go-to reading snack or drink. I don't typically eat or drink, like besides water, like while I'm reading, because I'm paranoid of messing up my books, but if I am drinking something, it's usually tea, hot tea, and if I'm eating something, lately I've been eating a lot of almonds while I eat, because like your fingers you won't get anything on the pages when you eat almonds, so I guess that's my answer for that. That's really boring. Number 8, a book you've shared with family or friends. So there's a lot of books over the years that I've had my friends read or my parents read, because both my parents are very avid readers. One that I can think of though, because I feel like my dad's taste in books is more matched with my own, and my mom has a little bit different taste in books. So there's one that I can recall that I had both of them read and both of them liked it. And I think they liked it more than I did. And that is The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. They both really enjoyed this, and I think I liked it. But I kind of thought they would like it, and I feel like when I'm older and I reread this, I'll like it more than I did, because I read this probably 2 years ago. So this book is about a middle-aged man who goes back to his childhood hometown for a funeral, and it's kind of just talking about him remembering these things from his childhood, and it's all very like nostalgic and very character-driven story, and it's really beautifully written. Alright, number 9, a fellow booktuber or book blogger whose content always brings you joy. I want to do a booktuber shout out, so I'm not going to choose any of those people. I'm going to choose a bigger booktuber that I've been watching for as long as I can remember, and that would be Zoe from the channel Read by Zoe. I'm sure you all know her, but she is just the cutest. She brings me so much joy. Her videos, she's just so positive and bubbly, and she also has been more open about her struggles with depression and anxiety, and I really admire that, and I want to be best friends with her so badly. Last but not least, number 10, name something about the content you create that you love. Honestly, really like my wizards, witches, everything in between. Everyone! Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I have always wanted to be a person who has one of those, like, I don't know if it's a catchphrase, but like an intro phrase, and I could just never think of one, and I think the best ones come when you don't force them, and so I literally it just came to me one day, and I was like, that's it, that's my thing. So I just like that most of my videos all start out with that, and they start out with that intro video, and I don't know, makes me happy. Alright, so people I am tagging. Please check down below, because there might be more people who are tagged. But the ones I can think of right now, I want to tag Madisyn Green, Sera from Simply Sera, Faithe, I can't remember her channel name, but I will put it down below. Kaelyn from Kaelyn's Book Nook, Mia from Miarosereads, Clem from Wanderworlds. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was really fun. I love that this tag focuses on things that make you happy. I think it's always fun to talk about things you love, and I love hearing and seeing other people happy, talking about things that make them happy. So I think we need this kind of positivity. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye!